It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And our focus is on Kyle Pitts. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Falcons and the Colts. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Ashton Doolin now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Colts. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And able to elude 1 tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Colt defense, and they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The Falcons at 12-2 now on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Black Ultra. Strike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Let's go now.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Shoves him aside. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 54 yards.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 46 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Hey, check that.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Richardson. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
Hey, go steal. Ultra. Check pink. Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Check right.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Like certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Go!
Algier will try to pick it up. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means...
And this is caught. Touchdown! Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Richardson looking to throw this. A short throw pulled in by Woods. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long for Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing.
Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
Pulled in at the 24. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be Falcon football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
On play action, here's Ritter. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The gain of 22.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10.
Ready?
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 27. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2nd down and 6 now. Ritter from the gun.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ritter. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now
now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That's 7-0. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that
ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
He finds his man complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are back within a score.
Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Hey, full field. Set, huh?
Back to Robinson now on first down.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson
With another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
and the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Hey, check.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go play action with Richardson. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Set, go. Ready?
Ritter off to play fake. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down throw coming for Ritter. It's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Ritter to throw it. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead.
Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Big strides, look at him go.
And all the way up to the 37-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
This is taken at the 15. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Ritter will set up to throw it. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
On 1st down, Ritter.
Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, check mega. Ready.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. The Browns looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Matthew Stafford, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. It was a terrific first half from the former Cincinnati man, Desmond Ridder. He was nothing short of amazing, throwing 4 touchdown passes to help push his guys out to a sizable halftime lead.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon in charge.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Smash, smash. Hey, go Fury. Ready, go.
Again, it's Robinson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Here we go. Fury, yellow. Fly blue. Black ultra. Red, yellow. Ready?
Ritter on the 4th down try. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Downfield throw tip, but he still got it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Richardson off the play fake. A throw on the money there to Doolin.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Ashton Doolin.
A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Check strike. Check Fury.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here is 3rd and 5. Ritter now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Ultra. Go ultra. Set, hut.
Robinson up the middle.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Okay.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons had 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, when you mention that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers. Ready?
Now it's Richardson. This pass left side to Downs.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. This is taken around the 12. Runs through the contact.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
Now 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them in the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Let's go now. 19 yards. 18, 5 years. Go.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. But this one complete to Doolin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Richardson.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. back to the air with Richardson. And this taken in by Downs.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Now Richardson.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Second down, here's Richardson.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. He's going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Trying the left side with Algier.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
32-yard line.
Algier with another carry.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they're going to speed things up here.
3rd down, here's Algier.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. First throw now for the backup Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Finding Taysom Hill complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Richardson looking to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing now is Wentz. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And when you break it down, well, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Atlanta, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Damn. You know one thing I love about losing money? I gotta get it back. Said it was up and it was stuck.